Hi, I'm Liz Larson with The Art of Frosting. Well guys, it's getting really close to Halloween now. We gave you all the more complicated stuff the beginning part of October so you'd have time to practice your techniques before the big day arrives. But it really is getting close, and for you pros, sometime around the 20th to the 25th, you're going to want to start filling your case with Halloween cakes. Your customers won't know that you have them unless you have them out. So at least get some displays out. This is one of those that home decorators and pros alike can do and do lots of. So if you're the person who gets called on to do cakes in your family and you need to do more than one, this is an easy one. If you have an airbrush, you're looking at no more than 5 minutes to decorate. No more than 10 if you're using traditional icing methods. So today I'm using some blue and some red color. I'm using a bag filled with a number. Let's see, I think this might even be just a 4 writer, but if you just had a parchment, that's good too. And a bag filled with some black piping gel. If you have piping gel, that's great. If you're not, just use some black icing. This one is super quick. Let's get started. We're starting out with just a 6-inch round. Now this cake works great in almost any size. For you pros, you can do a 4, you could do down to a cupcake, mini cakes, 6s, and 8 is about a standard. So any size with this works. We also have it's stacked, just 2 layers, and rounded. Now you've seen this technique 100 times on this channel, and I will link at the end one that'll help you if you don't know how to do the rounding and the smoothing. But all we've done is sculpted the sides and rounded. I'm just going to take my 4-inch pan and mark the iris of the eye. Doesn't need to be perfect because this is a creepy cake. And then I'm just going to take a 2-inch round and mark the pupil part, just so I have a good idea of where that is going to go. So we've just moved up onto the turntable, and we are going to use the airbrush to color in our iris. Now, if you don't have an airbrush, just use piping gel or icing, or you can even use the ombre technique where you put just a little bit of the color on the edge of your Ziploc bag and move it around. Any of those techniques will work. What we're trying to do is just get a blue iris here. I want to go heavier on the inside because with my airbrush I can get some shading done here. So you want to let it fade to the outside. Don't get a full coverage on the outside. So really dark in the center and let it fade out. That's the fun of having an airbrush. The next step is to take your airbrush. You want to be about 6 inches away. Don't get too close to start with, and really lightly spin your turntable so you get a nice even round and get a red edge along the outside of that iris. With an eyeball, you want it to have a red edge. There you go. Already a little bit gross. Now, we're going to take our airbrush while we have it, spin, and get a nice red edge so we're aiming at that bottom edge. See how I'm really dark at the bottom edge? You can move up lighter and lighter to get a little more color as you want it, but you don't want it to be bright red in the middle of the cake. You want it to be bright red on that outer edge, and that'll give you the contrast. Again, if you're not using an airbrush, do this with your ombre effect. You can even put a strip of red icing and then blend it in with your bench knife. That would work great too. Next, we're just going to make veins. We're going to come in close, not at a direct angle, but at a little edge here, and create some veins coming up. If you're new to the airbrush, you're going to have to use a light hand here. Just a squiggle coming up into a Y. Just like so. Already looking really gross. I'm going to come in and get a little more red right around here. The next step is to use some piping gel. You want piping gel because you want it to be nice and glossy. If you can't get piping gel or you don't have it, just use some icing, some black icing. We're going to use a drop technique to get the edge solid. So let it drop as you come around. That'll give you a nice even edge. And then we're just going to fill in. Triangular eye shine. This could be round, it could be double. You just want a little bit of highlight, just something to make it look like there's a little bit of light shining off the eyeball. Okay guys, that's it. I promise this was a super quick one. If you are a pro, fill up your case with these. These will sell fast, they're quick and easy, and really a great benefit to you as a decorator and for your bakery as well. So if you're a home decorator, this one's a quick go-to if you have to do something on Halloween night last minute, or for a bake sale at the school, or on and on. Lots of ways you can use this one super quick. So if you have any questions, you know you can always reach me at The Art of Frosting on Facebook, where thousands of decorators just like you are sharing your work with me and the rest of the world. It's awesome. You can also find me at www.theartoffrosting.blogspot.com, where there's a full body of my work and Leah's, as well as some other great decorators too. So if you're looking for some inspiration, go there, search, you can find whatever you need. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Like us, that helps too. And as always, please share these videos. If you like them, it helps us if you get them out there all over the world. We'll talk again soon. Coming up next, holiday season, Thanksgiving and Christmas, right around the corner. Bye, guys.